What's up? What's up, guys? Oh, hopefully the stream looks all right, because I just got an error about my resolution. That's right, I was doing 1440p. I was doing some 1440p recording, so hopefully everything is looking and running well. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's everyone doing? Let me say what's up to a bunch of you guys in the chat. Is my sound good? Okay, my sound looks pretty solid. I'm a noob streamer as always. You guys know I'm a video maker first and foremost, completely noob streamer second. Happy Sunday, by the way, guys. We have an awesome stream today. We're gonna hang out. Not gonna be a long stream today, but either way, we're gonna hang out and have some fun. We're gonna talk some Stadia, talk some cloud gaming, especially some cloud gaming, as this is gonna be a really big week this upcoming week. Let me say what's up to people in the chat though. We got Randy in the house. We got Two Bag. What's up, my man? We got Charlie Chaplin. Happy Sunday to you. And then we got a new member. Welcome back, Eddie. Thank you for becoming a member, my man. I'm pretty sure you've been a member before. I really wish that YouTube would like tell me how long it's been, but either way, welcome back, my man. Really good. I really need like a goal because we're so close to 100 still. We're like another 10 off again. Like every week it resets to 90 and I need 10 more to get a new emote. So man, oh man, I got to set up like a goal. So I'll probably do that maybe next week. We got Andre in the house, Jimmy, Stephanie, what's up? We got Mano, Alexander. We got Bud in the house. What's up, Bud? Rock, Devoy, Derek, Jimmy, Sonic. What's up, Sonic? How's it going? Sonny, your boy Fields is killing me. He's killing me too. What? Like I was like the game finished and I was just like not in the happiest mood. I'm just like, we lost again, but I'm used to it already as a Bears fan. We always lose. What's up, Mark? How's it going, my man? Candy, Supra, Granite. How you doing, Granite? Good to see you, my man. Spider and Ilsum. Good to see you, Ilsum. I hope you're doing well, my man. And then Fandom Gaming, guys. So welcome to today's stream. Today we're just hanging out. We're gonna have some fun. Man, oh man, we're gonna have a lot more to talk about next Saturday, which will resume again back to Saturdays. This 2 weeks were a little crazy. Last week I don't remember exactly what happened. Something happened and I couldn't stream. And then this past Saturday I was out at an orientation to volunteer at an animal clinic, so I couldn't. It was like right when I streamed too. I was so bummed out because it was 11 to 1. That's usually when I stream. So today, streaming today, we haven't missed a stream in a while, so I didn't want to miss it. But next week we'll be back, and then the week after that we have a big Halloween stream, and I'm excited for that because we're gonna do some DBD on Stadia. We're gonna do some crowd play if it works. Otherwise, we're just gonna play with you guys anyways. We're gonna give out at least 3 games that day, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't think I'm gonna dress up or anything, but it should be a lot of fun, guys. I'm excited. Man, oh man, we have a lot of cool stuff happening, guys. We have some games coming out for Stadia. We have Riders Republic coming out, and it's coming out for everything else as well. Big announcement from GeForce Now, as they mentioned on Twitter. That's going to be pretty huge. We got some cool stuff happening. We're going to have a lot to talk about this week, so I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. Good to see you guys as well. Appreciate the emotes, Eddie. Love it. How are the doggies? They're good. Yesterday, I got my first... So this is what I'm actually doing. It's funny because I already have like a full schedule. I have 3 YouTube channels and I only work on 2. Really, my third doesn't even see any love at all. I have a normal job, right? And then I am now training to become a dog trainer. This is legit. I am training to become a dog trainer. My first steps is to hop into an animal shelter and help. But yesterday I started with a family dog, 0 training. And I have the video up where I already taught it like 5 different tricks within an hour. When I want to learn something and really get a drive for it, I go hard at it. And I have been studying really hard. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though. It's just like something I'm super interested in. I'm always learning new stuff. I don't even have free time anymore. I barely game. I barely watch like TV. I like maybe watch like something for an hour a day. But man, this has been fun. So don't be surprised you see now a 4th YouTube channel where I am showcasing my dog training skills. So it's going to be really interesting. More than likely that's probably what I'm going to do, but I'm just always trying to learn new stuff. So I definitely got confidence to learn more stuff, or to be motivated after my diagnosis of cancer, because before that I was just floating through life. After that, now I just take on the world as hard as I can. So pay attention to that. But anyways, we got Sans asking, do you think Warzone will come back on GeForce Now? I didn't know Warzone was on GeForce Now to begin with, ever. Was it? I know Blizzard left. Activision left GeForce Now. So I don't know about GeForce Now or Activision ever coming back to GeForce Now, but that would be cool. What's up, Gregor? How's it going, my man? Then we got Lamont. I saw some of the nonsense on Discord. Definitely hop in, guys. Let me know, is there any problems with my stream? Because I have a big error code right now that's flashing me right on YouTube, and I don't know if anything's going on. But either way, guys, again, man, oh man, there's some real cool stuff happening this week that you guys will get excited for. Some of you will undoubtedly maybe be a little hesitant, but this week's gonna be good because I have a video coming up that I wanted to tackle, and I was gonna do this video the last couple weeks where I talk about cloud gaming as a whole, where it's been, because we're about to end 2021, and I have to say we haven't seen a lot of stuff happen with anybody, really. Like, really nobody's made a lot of moves. It's been one of those years where I think what happened is because of COVID in 2020, a lot of things kind of got delayed a bit, you know. And so we go into 2021, and I think you're kind of seeing the catch up right now, where it's like, you know, things are catching up from the year before. And I think 2022 is going to be the more interesting year, with 2023 really seeing the full scope of where we are. So very excited. I mentioned this in my last video about Stadia. There's games coming out next year that you guys will be happy about. There will be some good ones, some AAA games for Stadia. And this is happening towards like the last 5 months of the year of next year. So that was a really good sign, something that I heard. So it's just such an interesting time right now in the cloud gaming space. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start that donation goal right now. Let's get that going. Let's get that going right now. Thank you for reminding me on that. Let's go. We're giving away today. What are we giving out? It's called, what is it called? Adventure Time. Hold on. It's called what? Pup something? Pup. Maybe somebody, hold on. What is it? Pup something Adventure Time. What is it called? Adventure Time game. Hold on. Oh my god, it's from Outright Games. That's the game I'm giving out today. Adventure Time. No, that's not it. No, maybe it's not Adventure Time. Okay, it's Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. Okay, that's the game. I couldn't figure out what the game was. So that's today's game that we're giving out. Okay, hopefully it looks like you guys are entering in the giveaway. Good stuff. Why are EA games on GeForce Now? Does they have a contract or something? No. They just worked out a deal to get GeForce Now games on, EA games on GeForce Now. I mean, that's something that EA wanted, and they went ahead and did the deal to get it on there. And yeah, that's really that sums it up. Red Stick Atheist, what's up, my man? Says not Stadia related, but have you seen the new Batman trailer? I have not seen a new Batman trailer. I need to check that out. Is it a new game? Because if it is, my little brother would love that. He's a huge Batman fan. I've not seen it. What's up, Lars? How's it going, my man? Gary, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, you guys are entering in already. When you say new games for next year, is it games we haven't heard about? Yes. It's games it's nobody's heard about because it's for next year. The only games we have confirmed for next year, what do we have confirmed for next year for Stadia? I know there's the Avatar game, but that's 2023, I think. And I know we have X Defiant. That's in January. But for 2022, we don't have a lot. Yeah, Rainbow Six Extraction. And then 2023 is, and then Lies of P is supposed to be for 2023 as well. I think Sky Climbers will be headed 2022. You know, we have Resident Evil Reverse for Stadia. Yeah, Avatar, like I mentioned. And then February is going to be Life is Strange. Okay, so that's just a remastered version of an older game. So that's nothing really to get super excited about. So the games I'm talking about are AAA games, and they're going to be coming out next year. I made a similar prediction last year for this year, and those games already had come out for this year already. So, like I said, guys, there's some good stuff to watch out for. All right, you guys are entering in the giveaway, guys. So, what's been you this Sunday? What have you guys been up to? What games are you guys playing? Are you guys still enjoying Far Cry? Is anybody excited for Riders Republic? Has anybody hopped in the beta? Because I have not gotten into the beta yet. I haven't tested it out. I mean, what's new with you guys, man? What's happening here? What are you guys playing right now? Let me get a drink. Josh says he's been playing a ton of FIFA 22. That's awesome, my man. Yo, FIFA 22 has been really good. I have it on my I have it here. No, this isn't my phone, is it? This is like my other cell phone. I have two phones. I have it on my main phone, where I've been playing a little bit of FIFA and a little bit of Madden. It's been really good. Mostly the two EA games have been the ones I've been getting into. Far Cry 6 has been good, but I've been wanting to play that on my computer, and because of my limited time, I usually just hop on and play keyboard and mouse. So what have you been up to on FIFA though? Are you able to find online matches? You playing solo? Bruce says, have you heard anything about a Google Chromecast TV upgrade? I've not. Some folks have been saying it may be announced October 19th at the Pixel event. That'd be really awesome. If that's true, that would be really, really cool. I haven't heard about that rumor, but I would hope that this would definitely be with Stadia in mind. And my guess is you would see that with Stadia in mind if they do announce something new. I think that would be huge. By the way, guys, FIFA 22 giveaway that I did the other day was refunded, and we're not going to do that FIFA 22 giveaway at the charity stream this year. So I still have FIFA 22 to give away. Stone says he's been playing some DBD and Red Dead Online. Nice, man. Yo, Stone, check out Color on YouTube. He does Red Dead Online. He's a Stadia streamer. Lars says the Dolphins versus the Jags London was insane. That was too early for me, my man. I didn't watch that. Johnny says he's playing FIFA at the pool while my kids does his lessons. Isn't that the beauty though of cloud gaming? Like, isn't that just the magic right there? Isn't it amazing how it hasn't been picked up yet? That's something that I want to talk about, guys, in a video here soon. You're gonna see me talk about it. Now I'm gonna wait until this week's over, but man, oh man, it's amazing to me how. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna talk about this in my video. I was talking to a gentleman in my other YouTube channel, another community over there, and I don't have like a big community over there. It's just a couple people, and I was talking to this guy, and we were talking about cloud gaming, and he knows I have Sunny Cloud Gaming. He knows I have this channel, and so he kind of brought up cloud gaming on his own, and he's here from the US. This is kind of what I keep trying to tell everybody. Like I've been telling everybody on a weekly basis, this is the truth. People truly think cloud gaming is just not there. They don't even pay attention to it. They're not even like, this guy at least knew of cloud gaming, but he started parroting a lot of old tropes, a lot of things that people really like think, things like, oh, cloud gaming's not working right now because the internet can't handle it. When you do a simple Google search, like the minimum internet worldwide, like the average internet is like 30 megs or something like that. It's way more than enough for like 720p gaming. Then he said, there's data caps. And then I had to tell him data caps are really only in the US. They're not really in a lot of different, it's not really that big of an issue. It's actually mostly in the US. And then even then, you don't hit data caps unless you're really gaming like an insane amount, or you have 10 family members and they're all using the internet. And it was just a general down sense of cloud gaming, and it's just kind of the perception out there, guys. So man, oh man, there's still some of those things that cloud gaming itself still has to fight through. But overall, I mean, we have Stadia doing 4K 60 right now. Not all games, but quite a few games can do it. People playing by the poolside while their kids are in the pool at soccer practice. Me being able to play 4G on my phone. I mean, it's just amazing how this isn't picked up more, and more people don't realize how awesome it is. Like we have Johnny playing FIFA 22. I'm assuming he's playing FIFA 22, even if he's not. But FIFA 22 next gen version on his phone, on his tablet. I mean, that's crazy. Pixel says he's playing Phoenix Point and PUBG. Nice. Stone, you're playing Cyberpunk right now, and so is Spider playing Cyberpunk 2077, saving money on a Steam Deck. I'm still buying a Steam Deck. As I have to buy a Steam Deck just because it just looks. I'm like a tech guy, and I just get kind of excited about tech like that. So I'm still buying it, but I hear you. You don't need a Steam Deck if you're cloud gaming. Lord says I just need the Pixel 6 to launch because my phone is almost dead. I hear you on that. I still have Phoenix Point myself, and I bought it the other day, and I want to play a little bit more of it because I'm such a big fan of XCOM games. So those are some awesome games you guys are playing. Josh says, I've been playing the Ultimate Team mostly. Haven't had any issues with the matchmaking. Sometimes have to give it a few tries, but that's the same with every system. Nice, man. Nice. There's stay tuned for FIFA on Stadia. It's not done. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not done. It's not done. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to be any more specific. It's not done. So just watch out for FIFA. Does anyone know if the F1 2020 game supports I have no clue, my man. Yo, what's up, Kamarly? How's it going, my man? Good to see you. Sonny, it's a bit late. How's it going? It's going good. Yes, I streamed really late today because I was watching my my American football, so I'm a little late today, so I apologize. This is the last day for a long time, unless I had training yesterday, so I couldn't make it early. So next week we'll be back to the regular schedule on Saturday. Cherry is passing through, showing some love about the stream myself. Good stuff, my man. Cloud gaming is here, but some gamers just don't want it for some reason. I know, it's ridiculous. Yo, Monkey Boy, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Mike says Back for Blood has been great on xCloud for me lately. Mike, I tried Back for Blood. The game runs great in terms of like responsiveness. It's so good. Like, it's really responsive. It's an ugly game for me though. It just doesn't look good on my web browser for whatever reason. But that's kind of been the story since the upgrades for me with xCloud, and I've been saying like it's been leaps and bounds in terms of the constant like visual cues of it. Like, you could tell the stream was happening, and I would just always have these like problems with xCloud. I don't have that issue anymore. Now it's just super responsive, which is what I say is the number one thing I want more than anything, is just extremely good responsiveness. But it hasn't looked great for me on playing it on xCloud. It just hasn't. It's been kind of ugly, and well, the game itself kind of bored me a little bit too, so I just haven't been able to get into it. Tayan says, I hope you get better, Sonny. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. FIFA 21 haven't put into. Okay, you haven't even played 22 yet. Okay, well, either way, you're still playing an awesome game on a tablet, phone, whatever you're playing it, or maybe on a TV on the pool side. Lars says, I showed Stadia at work and instantly converted 7 colleagues. They were mind blown. Yep. They all now bought FIFA 22 and got a controller, and awesome. And that's exactly what I keep talking about. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you convert people. You just show them the magic of how it works, and they're going to get blown away. And yep, Lars is right, man. 7 people he got playing some Stadia FIFA. That's amazing. Monkey says, last month I used 80 gigs playing Stadia on my phone over 4G. What? Wait, but is that 8? How do you know that was 80 gigs specifically on Stadia? Way over my 5G limit. Still works fine even when I go over, no issues. Either way, that's pretty cool. Errol says Mafia 3 is done and just grinding in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Can't wait for DBZ Kakarot. I never say that word correct. That's awesome, Errol. That's awesome. I love that you beat Mafia 3, a pro game, from start to finish. And he says, how is FIFA selling on Stadia? It's not selling like this insane number. It's not like this mind-blowing number. It's definitely in the thousands somewhere. I can't give you a number because I would get in trouble, but it's there somewhere. I know that's super vague. That's you asked the question I actually know the answer to. If you asked me the sales of any other game on the platform, I would not know. I would have zero idea. Zero. We could only maybe go off leaderboards at that point, but that's why I can't lie. You actually asked me a question I did know, so I can only be vague on my answer on that. Melissa says, I prefer using Stadia over my new gaming laptop. Nice. Load times are quicker. No downloading. If only the game variety were there. Melissa Atkins. Yes. I'm with you on that, Melissa. I'm with you. And that's cool that you're, even though you want more games, you're still using Stadia on your new gaming laptop. That's awesome. Which service is better in graphics, PS Now or xCloud? It's probably xCloud. But I have never done a side-by-side comparison. The last time I did PS Now was a couple months ago, and the games didn't look good. I give credit to PS Now for me because it's the same thing with xCloud, where it's like the performance for me is there. Like, I don't feel like if I move my mouse, I don't feel like, oh my god, there's like this half a second delay, and it's like it feels PS Now is really solid for me. So that same thing goes for xCloud. Stadia's library can only get bigger. No games leaving the service here. Yep. I hate waiting for updates to install. My Xbox needs updates. I'm with you on that. Sonny, how can I boost my Wi-Fi for less lag on Stadia? I get red or orange signal, not often green. Mike, one of the things I could suggest is potentially making sure that I think there's two things. You can watch out for whatever else is on your network. Make sure there's not like a bunch of other stuff running on your network that you're not even using, like disconnect stuff. Because if you have a lot of stuff on your network, you might have some shaky performance. Also, sometimes you can open up a direct line to prioritize your Wi-Fi to go to whatever device is, you know, doing wherever you're playing your Stadia or your cloud gaming, whatever you're doing. You can get like a direct, you can get it to make it to where the priority is set on that. So those are two things I can think of. With that, make sure like things are updated on your phone or wherever you're using Wi-Fi on your computer. There's little tricks you can do on your computer. There's actually a lot of stuff. Hop in our Discord if you haven't already, and maybe some guys can give you some pointers. Playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla on tablet while working. Nice, my man. Nice. By the way, guys, exclamation raffle. If you haven't already, if you don't do it, you're already entered in the giveaway. Today's going to be a really short stream. We're not going to go super long today. So if you're usually wanting to come back at the end of my streams, because usually I stream 2 hours, you're not going to get away with that today, because today's not going to be as long. We're giving out an awesome game today. And then in 2 weeks, we're giving out 3 games for a big Halloween stream. And then next week, we are going to come back to Saturday, going back to the regular schedule. But really appreciate you guys coming on, hanging out with me today. Monkey says you can go into your Android settings and break down the data usage by app last month. Oh, and you found that Stadia used 80 gigs. Wow. Sorry, guys. Did I just burp into the mic? Sorry. Carol says, I don't know how to say your first name, so I'm going to say your last name. Carol says, super impressed with Ubisoft Plus on Stadia. Having a great time with Far Cry 6. That is awesome. I've noticed a lot of people have been really enjoying Far Cry 6 on Stadia. I have been enjoying it. I stopped playing it after the first week because I haven't had the time. As you missed the beginning of the stream, I've just been insanely busy, but that's awesome. Keith says, I've just finished Mafia 3 with the wife. She keeps asking me for GTA. Hopefully we hear about GTA. That's going to be the key to see if the GTA remastered trilogy ends up coming to Stadia. I'm still holding out hope on that one, guys. I really am. I'm not ready to declare it's not coming. Even if the game gets released to other places, we don't hear about it, Stadia's release right away, I'm gonna still, in my mind, maybe I'm just being a bit of a homer, but I'm gonna assume it's still coming out, maybe just at a delayed time. So again, I have pointed this out a ton to you guys already, especially lately, but it happens to where Stadia tends to be last on the priority list for a lot of these gaming companies. It just is what it is. So a lot of times, even though they've been working on the port for a certain game and they've been getting it out to all the platforms, Stadia sometimes sees that release. It just sees it, it just sees it at another date. And case in point, the game I really want to point that out to is Super Animal Royale. That was actually supposed to come, by all accounts, when it came out all the other platforms, like last month. Then it was supposed to come out this month. And then now I heard it got delayed again. And this is all internally. This is something you guys don't know about. It's not public. And it's just the way it is. And this is why people are wondering, why does Stadia not have games announced right alongside everybody else? It's because of that example I just gave you. Imagine if Stadia had come out and said Super Animal Royale is coming out when it's supposed to come out, because that's what they were under the impressions of. And then all of a sudden the developer goes, sorry, we need another month. And then you get another month, and then it's supposed to come, and they go, sorry, we need another 2 months. And that's kind of what's been happening there. So, Lunch Money, what's up, my man? What's good? Has anyone gotten a free Premiere Edition email? That's a great question. I don't think anybody has gotten their emails yet, because when that happens, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find out right away. And I've yet to hear about the emails. But if anybody in the chat has heard about that free Stadia Premiere Edition email, let me know. And I'm really worried that some people were thinking they were going to get that game, get that Premiere Edition with like not reading the full rules. So I'm really worried about that. Hopefully nobody gets screwed out of that. Mr. Perfect coming in with the 5. Can't wait for Riders Republic. Have a great weekend. Thank you for that, Mr. Perfect. Thank you for the donos. Like every week, man, you throw some stuff my way, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for the 5. And then again, thank you to Eddie earlier for becoming a member, guys. Becoming a member has some exclusive perks, as well as an exclusive badge on Discord and extra tickets. Today the members are getting 4 tickets. We've been giving out 5, but I reduced it because members have been winning every week now after like 2 months of not winning anything. So Jimmy says, any update on Assassin's Creed 3 on Stadia? No update on that, my man. No update. Cloudbuster says, yes, use the 5 gigahertz over the 2.4. That's actually the number one thing I would suggest over Wi-Fi. Make sure you're using the 5 band. Definitely. Just at work, Keith says, not bad. Just work playing FIFA, listening to Sunny at work. How are you keeping? That's awesome, my man. I'm great, man. About to... Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Has anybody got their... Oh, already read that as well. Do you think we'll see Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad kill the Justice League? I think it's possible. A Fandom Gaming. I won't have like this positive, like I really think it's a good chance, but I mean I think it's possible. I really do. What's up, Jay? How's it going? Stuart says, hi, does Dirt 5 play? Tried it today, could not find anyone to play. I'm in the UK. Stuart, the only thing with Dirt 5 is that yes, it doesn't have crossplay. I think you were saying crossplay. It does not have crossplay, my man. So that's the only thing. You might have to hop into the racing Discord. Ilsum is in the chat. Ilsum, if you're still in the chat, link the racing Discord to my man here, Stuart, so he can hop in and potentially play some Dirt 5 when you guys set up games. We have a racing Discord in the Stadia community, and they play all the racing games. I used to be very tight with those guys, but once I stopped the grid streams, you know, we haven't been able to hook up again. But definitely hop in the racing Discords. In Your Face Gaming says, hey Sonny, I have a question. If I were to play an ultimate version of a game via Ubisoft Plus, then decide to buy the standard version of the game, would the save progress still there? I think the save progress should still be there, but I actually think there's an issue with buying games when you're not a Ubisoft Plus member. I'm not sure about that. I'll have to get back to you on that, man, or maybe someone else can answer that in the chat. I'm not sure about that one 100%. I think because there's actually like a cloud save for all of the Ubisoft games. You should, not all of them. I think it's a select couple games. So it just kind of depends on which game you're talking about, because some do have a cloud save. Cool Brace says, I thought it was October 20th, so you can't refund the title and you can't get the free Premiere Edition. Google says someone in the Reddit that they will start to send the email via the code on the 21st. So there you go. So on the 21st, watch out for the email. Good stuff. Muggy Boy says, I probably play an hour every day over 4G except Sundays, and the rest of the time is at home over broadband. Well, that's weird that you still hit 80 gigs though. That doesn't actually make any sense, because the numbers don't say that. Batman would be massive for Stadia than any game right now. Any new game, any new AAA game would be pretty big. I'm with you on that. James says, what are your thoughts on EA getting into cloud gaming? Will it affect EA games coming to Stadia? No, I don't think it will. So the thing about EA so I've heard about EA working on their own cloud gaming stuff. There's actually a webpage that was linked to me about like a month and a half ago, and I was supposed to cover it in a video. I just never got to it, and I should still cover it anyways. But EA is looking to make their own cloud platform, and you're going to see that. You're going to see these big publishers do this. You're going to see them working on their own cloud stuff. But it's interesting with EA because I have heard that they are definitely pretty on board with cloud gaming all across the board. They're kind of seeing, I think what's happening is they're seeing what Ubisoft is doing. This is literally, I haven't heard about this. This is just what I think is happening with EA. They're seeing what Ubisoft is doing, and they're seeing that Ubisoft is getting sales. People are buying games for Ubisoft. You know, there's people out there that are using, you know, Stadia or GeForce Now, or they're using whatever. And I think they're seeing that market and they're going, we need to get in on there. I know it's still the beginning, and I know it's not insane amount of numbers, but yeah, you're going to see this. You're going to see this more often. Things like EA getting into cloud gaming, and it's just kind of the way it's going to be. My hope is that they partner up with like things like Stadia, and you get to see kind of like a really cool working relationship between the two. At least that's my hope. Charles says Google is a bit busy with the 19th coming up. I hope they do some type of thing with the Stadia and the Pixel 6. You guys are really putting a lot into the anniversary. I'm really surprised by this. I don't know why I'm surprised, but I just am. I have no hopes. Like, I have zero hopes for the anniversary, guys. You guys, can we do a chat? Maybe can I do a poll? Let's do this. Here we go. Will Stadia do something big for Stadia's anniversary? Excuse my spelling. You know what? Let me Google my spelling. Hold on. Guys, writing is hard, okay? Writing is hard. I've ever since I started the channel, I had to become a writer on this channel. Okay. Oh my God, this is terrible. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm trying to do this poll. I don't know how to spell anniversary. I do. I spelled it right, but I don't want to be embarrassed. All right. Will Stadia do something? Okay. I want to see the poll on this. So I'm setting up a poll. What do you guys think? Are they going to do anything? Did I even do the poll correctly? I don't know. You guys get it. Just type in yes or no. Do you think Stadia is going to do anything at all for their anniversary? Will Stadia do something big for Stadia's anniversary? Okay. Good enough. How do I unpin this thing though? I'm curious. I'm leaning towards really nothing big. I fully expect them to acknowledge it, but I don't expect anything big at all. Maybe I need to define big. Like, is people thinking like a Stadia Connect, or do you think some special game releases? Like, I don't expect anything. I heard Netflix is also going to make a cloud gaming service. They're working on something. Yes, they're definitely working on something. I agree. Apex Legends is the game to bring to Stadia. Yes, that'd be a great one. I would love to see Apex Legends for sure. Shane Stadia streams. What? You lied. I thought you were rescuing animals. That was yesterday, my man. Someone asked Shane, you stream now? Where's this at? So, okay, the poll. Okay, wow. 65 votes. Wow, a lot of you guys are voting. So 52% of you, don't be swayed by what I think. Because I literally have I haven't even put any thoughts into it. But like, this is now like the second or third week I'm hearing where you guys think like some big thing is going to happen. This isn't like the thought of one person who thought that. A lot of you guys really think something's happening. I'm like, I would love to see something. I just don't like. What would you guys want to see for Stadia's anniversary that would make you go, this is awesome? I can't get rid of this poll. We got 74 votes. We're going to end this. I think we're going to end this here just so I can get rid of this off my chat. We're going to end it here. So we're going to say at least 50-50 here, pretty much 49 to 50. So majority of people say no. I'm going to end the poll. So there it is. Everyone's kind of split on this. Eddie says big hype on the 19th. Okay. Was there much for last anniversary? Granted, the 19th was about the Google launch of the Pixel. Oh, my bad. Okay, gotcha. But I'm asking that question anyways. Does Stadia do something big for the 1-year anniversary? I think this question was answered last week and I already forgot. Big like BF 2042, which is releasing on Stadia's birthday. Listen, so many people are going to be disappointed with Battlefield. They're already disappointed. Are you guys hearing the backlash on this? Don't get me wrong. Even though there's huge backlash on Battlefield, I would love to see it on Stadia, and it's a bummer. So, Volo says, do you think it's a coincidence? Listen, I can sit there and I can tell you guys there's no Battlefield coming on that day to Stadia. If it was happening, I would not say anything. I would just be really coy, and I would just I would redirect you guys, or I would just I wouldn't even I would just be neutral, because I wouldn't be allowed to say. But I can tell you that's not happening. I wish. Apple is working on a Switch killer with more performance than the PS5. Wouldn't shock me. Google tends to ignore IPs unless they're extremely successful. Riker says Google needs better advertising so it'll reach more people, because some people don't even understand what it is. Yes, but see, Riker, that's the thing about cloud gaming. I've been saying this for a long time now, a month. You guys I'm like a broken record at this point. This isn't just a Stadia problem. This is a general. Here's the thing. There's almost two camps outside of the people that use cloud gaming. There's the one set of group that doesn't even know it exists. That is not a joke. There is a ton of people that don't even know what cloud gaming is. They have no clue. And we're talking about mainstream gamers that game. They use a Xbox, PlayStation. Then there's a second set of gamers that know it exists, but are under very heavy assumptions that it doesn't work well for a number of reasons. And I said this earlier in the stream. I was talking to a guy. He's starting to become a pretty good friend. He knows nothing about cloud gaming. He just knows I have Sunny Cloud Gaming YouTube channel, and he started telling me about the same things I've heard a million times. But this is now 2 years after Stadia's release, and he even mentioned Stadia specifically too. He immediately goes, "The internet's not good enough," and I disagree. Absolutely disagree with that. It's not good enough, yes, and maybe some very like some parts in the world where it's a little more rough. But again, just do a simple Google search. The average speeds is something like 30 something. It's way more than just 720p. Theoretically, you can get 1080 out of that. So again, there's enough. And then two, what did he say? He said the internet thing and then the data caps. And I told him data caps is literally just the States. Really, it's not a big problem in a lot of countries. The majority of the world. So a lot of people, when they look at cloud gaming, they really look at it within their own bubble. You know, maybe they tried it once. Maybe they tried xCloud, which xCloud was the one that has, I'd say the one that's exposed the most people to cloud gaming the last couple of years, more so than Stadia. And when I mean exposed, I mean actually people have tried it, gotten it in their hands and actually physically tried it. Because I'm not talking about the news, because Stadia existence was big news in the mainstream gaming media. But the one that people have tried the most was xCloud. xCloud just like, 2 months ago, just started to become more solid. And again, even then, it's still not the prettiest visuals you're getting. And you know what? Something that I keep forgetting about xCloud, because when I talk about xCloud, I tell you guys how visually it's not that great looking for me. Like, it works great. I've been told that they really need to improve the codec, and they are working on their codec. Their codec is apparently trash. Whatever they use to actually send out the stream, maybe it's just like a lower bit rate, but whatever's happening on that end is something they're improving on. So when that gets improved, I think you'll see more out of the Xbox Series X custom hardware. But in the meantime, people have been exposed to cloud gaming in almost all negative facets right now and have no clue things like Stadia work the way as good as they do, where people are able to game on 4G on their 4G network like Monkey Boy, like I'm able to. I know not everybody can game on 4G, and I know those are very limited examples, but a lot of people can game on 5G, you know, basic Wi-Fi. And yeah, and then, you know, escape the fact that people just have random network problems and all the crazy little things that can mess up an experience. And then the whole experience of cloud gaming itself is judged on that one time. It's just this uphill battle, guys. And it's one of those that it's going to take some time. Like this week, a big announcement's going to happen, a huge announcement. Like it's going to rock the world a little bit. And even then, the only world that's really going to rock is the cloud gaming community's world. It's not going to make a ton of noise. It will make some noise outside of just the normal mainstream gaming. But even then, it's like, this has got a long ways to go. It's going to be a couple years for sure. You guys are the ones that are like in the ground up right now, enjoying the crap out of it, seeing how good this is. You know, if you're on Stadia, you're building up your library with Stadia Pro, and it's going to be insane. You know, the expansion, James says the country expansion for Stadia's birthday would be awesome. That's really where I think cloud gaming is going to start to take off, when it starts to get used a lot more and the numbers start to appear, because I don't think they're going to appear as well here in North America and in some parts of the EU. When it really starts to take off, more people are using it because cloud gaming is their most affordable way to play big AAA games. I think that's when you're going to start to see more of the gamers who already have their feet planted into their whatever they're invested in. If that's, you know, consoles, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox, the PC, whatever they have their stuff planted in, they're going to start to open up their eyes a little bit when it starts to get accepted to more countries and more people are using it. So Giz says, I hope ray tracing is going to happen for Stadia. Yo, that'd be great. I'd love to see some ray tracing. WP says you guys are setting yourself up for disappointment for the anniversary. I definitely have my expectations low. For sure. I hope though, if I would love for something to come out and I just get excited just because. Should be free play weekends be free for non-pro members? Yes, Cloudbusters. I agree with that. I said that on my last video for Stadia on Tuesday. I want to see the free play weekends be for everybody. I have no clue why they limited Stadia Pro. No one's going to hop on Stadia Pro, in my opinion, because of free play weekend. I don't think it's an enticing enough thing. I could see them thinking that the reason why they're limiting it to pro members is to give an extra perk to pro members. But I feel like I could agree, maybe on my end, maybe I can't talk for everybody, but maybe you guys can let me know in the chat. Would you guys care if you're a Stadia Pro member? Would you care if free access was open to everybody, even if they were not on Pro? Because personally, I wouldn't care. I would actually love it, because I think it would opens up the multiplayer even more for the weekends, gets people more interested, because you can tell a friend, hey, try a game free on Stadia somewhere else instead of having to sign up for Pro. I think it just opens up the door more, and I really want to see them kind of get rid of the free weekends and limit it just to Stadia Pro. I think it's just kind of useless. Jack says, I saw a Reddit post about something big coming to GeForce Now this month. Any ideas? I'm under NDA. I actually know what it is, so I can't tell you at all, and I won't. I actually said something on Twitter where I teased, I'm like, just pay attention to what that, and that was it. And I got the okay to say that, so I even asked permission to say that, so that's the most I can say. Ubisoft free feet, I don't know what you're saying there, and a Kinect and a Razer Kishi controller and no black bars on my Inch. I lost what you were saying there, my man. I don't understand the paragraph. BF 2042 is the same as the other BFs. It's too much hype. Yes, I'm a huge Battlefield fan. This isn't to diminish Battlefield because it's not on Stadia, for the record. This is me neutral, because I'm actually going to be playing Battlefield no matter what. I'm getting the game free, so I'm going to play it. This is to brag. I apologize. I just have a friend within EA, so and he's just giving me the game free. So I'm gonna play it, but I was very disappointed by the demo, by the beta, and I told him, I was like, dude, I'm a huge Battlefield fan. I haven't even played Battlefield in 5 years. That was really disappointing. I was bored. Like, I told him I was bored. I'm like, it's like I haven't left the franchise after playing BF3. I put in hundreds of hours in Battlefield 3. I played very little 4, and I never even touched 5. I've come back, and I'm just like, nothing's changed, and all I feel is I got nicer graphics, and that was it. And like, I was just really disappointed. So we'll see how it turns out, but I still would love to see Battlefield on Stadia. I think that'd be great. We need more of those types of games on Stadia. So a lot of people who use consoles get traumatized by how plaid PlayStation's game streaming was. That's true, and I've even been guilty of that myself too. I've even been guilty of that myself too in the past, having such a bad experience with something and then just kind of judging it. You never want to do that. I always try to go back a little bit, even if I just play for a little bit on something, just to give it a better current assessment. Monkey says, I'm afraid it's going to be crickets on the anniversary, nothing more. Yeah, I'm not even afraid of it. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Listen, I don't really need something to happen on the anniversary for Stadia, man. Just keep coming out with the solid game releases. That's it. That's all I think most of us want to see. Lamont says, most of the time it's your equipment that comes to the internet not working correctly. That's true, Lamont. When Google announced Stadia in early 2019, they teased a roadmap of what we could expect. I'd like to see some more of that. Any comms from Stadia would be good. Connect won't, but we won't get it. So they typically give a roadmap, slight roadmap at the beginning of the year. They've done that now for 2 straight years, Dave. The closest thing to a roadmap is you get like, we're going to get this many games this year, and then that's about it. But if you mean more like a general roadmap, I'm kind of with you on that, Dave, and I think we're getting to that point now. And you'll see content from me where I'll talk about that in the coming months, where I'm going to say, all right, Stadia, here we are. It's 2022. I think it's time now to hear what's our plans, because I personally have been very positive about what Stadia has been doing, if I'm being kind of honest with you guys, and maybe I shouldn't be. I know a lot of you guys disagree with my positivity on it, but I've been okay with what Stadia's been doing the last 6 months, and not the whole thing where they closed down the studio. That was bad, but the things afterwards to kind of push forward after that, and doing things like giving the publishers a bigger cut. That whole hopefully that works out, because we are seeing more games on Stadia Pro where every time somebody logs into a pro game, they get money based on that. It seems to be working, because one of the things I said when that decision happened, I said, well, let's see if more games come to Stadia Pro. If they don't, that means this was a bad thing. If it means more games are coming, then that means this is actually a good thing, because Stadia, Google must be selling these developers that this new business model where people log in on their games on Stadia Pro and they get more money must be really working out. And so far, all we've seen now is more and more games. So it looks like it's been benefiting both parties, which is great. I've been saying we need to see Stadia Pro expand. I want to see like a mini Netflix. And the thing is that Stadia has what, 200 plus games on the platform. We're close to like 40 games on Stadia Pro. That's almost like, it's not quite 1/4, but it's like 1/6 or 1/7 of the whole library is already on Stadia Pro. And I love that. I think that's a great selling point. You want to sell that, and you want to sell the ability to also be able to buy your games. And you're not worried about them leaving the cloud service you're using. If you use xCloud right now, guess what? The game can leave. If you use GeForce Now, again, you'll own the game on Steam or Epic, but the game could still leave GeForce Now, and you're out of luck. Not only have we, with GeForce Now, we've actually seen games not working for huge periods of time. I think Crusader Kings and some other games, by the way, nobody talks about this. None of the GeForce Now creators talk about this, but it's true. There's games that just won't work for very long periods of time. That's not necessarily on GFN's fault. A lot of times it's on the developer side with that happening. But that's the thing. Like, if you're hoping to just play in the cloud, your only way to play is in the cloud, and then something's not working with GFN, you're out of luck. xCloud takes the game out of the cloud, you're out of luck. Same thing goes for Luna. Luna, there's actually a disclaimer that says that the games could leave, and be aware of trying to buy DLC. Like, there's literally something like that on Luna. So like, no service really has it right, but my favorite model, and for me, the one that works for me, the one that I like the most, is Stadia's model, because I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Yeah, codec is trash. Stadia works flawless, but I can't stream nothing with xCloud. Yeah, xCloud's a really bad experience. Yeah, some people still, I mean, I see that. Some of you guys saying it's still a bad experience. Phantom since they announced a whole catalog of games like Dark Souls Trilogy and the Batman Arkham games. That'd be cool, man. Since Stadia launched, I was surprised how smooth it were compared to PS Now. Oh yeah, like night and day on that. Jackson says my 4G mobile hotspot has 86 download speed, and my computer plays Stadia all day long. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. What's up, Reg? How's it going? I'm disconnected from cloud gaming. I was a Stadia fan, but the games I wanted weren't there. I hear you, Reg. I hear you. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, my man. There's quite a few people who've stopped paying attention to Stadia. If you're a cloud gamer, I would say you have your cake if you move from service to service. But I know how inconvenient that can be. If you were to, there's just no service right now that has it all right now. Nobody has it all right now. Like, nobody has all the games, has the UI down. There's no one service that has the complete package just yet. So you almost have to, if you're an exclusive cloud gamer, you almost have to jump around or use several, or be sub to several things at once. It's just kind of the reality. Monkey says, hey Sonny, you do need to visit at Deep Silver of Alicia. It's not too far from where we live. Maybe they'll give you some inside info on the new Saints Row figures. I'm actually with the Deep Silver Collective, so I'm already within their special creator inside thing. So theoretically I can ask anybody anything, but I haven't. Sure, Monkey, maybe you need to like message me and tell me what you want me to ask. Like, I can ask them. You guys keep telling yourself Stadias will catch on one day. What's up, Jay Gaming? How's it going? Welcome to the channel, my man. So you're not a fan of Stadia, Jay Gaming. Why is that, sir? What is it about Stadia you don't like? Let me know in the chat, Jay Gaming. You came in a little hot, my man, but I want to hear what you got to say. Zula says, hopefully Stadia can give free play days to non-pro members as well as pro members. That's what I'm saying. I really like Far Cry 5. Not sure about Far Cry 6. I don't like the setting. World looks a bit boring. Far Cry 6 has been fun, and I know a lot of people have been enjoying it, but yeah, it does have the same formula. So if you're kind of tired of the Far Cry formula, you might be bored. Craig says, agrees that the free plays should be for everyone. That's awesome. Thank you guys. That feedback really helps me, because if you guys start to like en masse tell me that you don't want to see that, then I'll say, you know what, my opinion doesn't matter, because it's your guys' opinion that matters at the end of the day. These streams help me for that. That's one of the things I like doing these live streams about, because I kind of get an idea of what you guys think about, and then I try my best to relay that information, even if it's an opinion I disagree with on you guys, because this isn't about my channel and what I think, and that's what I want to see in cloud gaming. It's about what you guys think. And that's always going to be my mindset with this channel. So I really appreciate the feedback. Lamont moving to the garage. Okay. I would like to see more countries for the anniversary. That'd be great. I'm with you on that. Chuck says, I still enjoy Stadia very much. I don't have much time to play, but when I do, it works flawless over my 50 megabits connection. Nice. Awesome, my man. I hope 2042 comes to Stadia, but I did think it was fun. I went back to BF3 three times from BF1 onwards. That's awesome, my man. And Sonny, if you haven't played BF4, I've never played BF4. I hear nothing but bad things about it. No, not BF4. I'm sorry. BF5 is the one I heard nothing but bad things. BF4 is like the golden child, from what I understand, Francisco. Yeah, I haven't played a lot of it. I should get into it. If I ever have the time, that'd be the one I'd try. Yeah, I'm a big Battlefield guy. Wait, does anyone here think that Stadia does not have the keys to the future? I mean, it's Google. Kind of hard to bet against them. Stadia Connect, no thanks. Way too woke and cringe to watch. Oh no, Lars. Well, something like a Stadia Connect can never really hurt, could it? Like, how does it hurt in the end? Is my question. By the way, guys, exclamation raffle, so you can enter in today's giveaway. We're giving out Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. I hope that's the game. Otherwise, it's an outright game, just in case. Chris says, I signed into Jupiter Discord to see if there's any talk of Stadia, and boy, people just dumped on it when Stadia was even mentioned. Yep. That's just a negative perception that exists out there. It's funny because, like I said, I was talking to this guy, and I bet he wanted to poop on Stadia, but he knows who I am. He's like, this guy's like one of the main guys that talks about Stadia. I'm not going to be negative, but he tried to come at me with all the negative perceptions, and it's like they're just kind of outdated now. Monkey says, I'm a little disappointed to see GeForce making all these big moves and Stadia sitting on their hands wasting the best tech. I just wish they would make some deals, make some things up. Monkey, I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean, listen, I'm still in a wait and see mode with Stadia. We have to kind of see what they're doing. I mean, they've kind of gone and done and do certain things now because of learning certain lessons from the past 2 years. You know, now they're a lot more quiet about a lot of things, which sucks. I mean, listen, I'm with you. I want to see a lot more, and we're going to hold them accountable on this channel if we don't start to see more of that stuff in the coming months. But I'm not quite there to be like, okay, nothing's happening, because the truth is, things are still happening. Things are still happening right now. I'm not intimate. I don't have intimate knowledge of any of the big things yet, but there's still, like I said earlier in this stream, there's some big games coming out next year. And I'm excited about those. You guys will be excited about those as well. So, I mean, that's just 2 games, again, from one publisher. I don't know about other publishers, but we kind of have to wait and see what else is in store. Chuck says, that's exactly why I bought Madden and Stadia again this year. It's the only way to play on the cloud and on my phone. Yep. Roman says, I don't care about SG&E games. Google should just buy a big studio, period. That's something I would love to see. I think if Stadia were ever to go back to trying to make their own games, I think that's the way you got to go. And I think they referenced that, you know, like 7-8 months ago now, 9 months ago now, where, you know, the decisions of Xbox buying Bethesda, I think that's something they had to point to and go, why are we trying to make our own studio from the ground up with our own people and our own, like, this is ridiculous, you know. And I hope that future projects, future growth is going to have that in factor where, well, why don't we just buy up studios instead and let studios that have already proven that they can put out good stuff. I think that's the way to go. Ray said, I was literally days away from getting the next gen consoles. Then I saw Cyberpunk 2077 promo and I thought, what the heck, and went for it instead. Dubiously, never look back, and no outlay on consoles. That's awesome, Raid. Well, welcome to the channel, my man, because I don't know if you've ever talked here, but seeing your stuff here now, or seeing your message here is awesome, man, and welcome, dude. That's awesome. Glad you've been enjoying cloud gaming. I don't know which cloud gaming platform you're on. You could be on GeForce Now playing Cyberpunk, and that's awesome, dude. So either way, if it's Stadia, GeForce Now, whatever, that's freaking awesome. Reg says Stadia needs more types of games. I mean, again, in my opinion, all the services, I mean, again, no one service has all the games. So right now, I want to see any of these services just come out. I'd even go as far as saying the one that actually has been doing better on the games isn't GFN. I've actually not been inspired by literally the majority of GFN's games. I don't even blink twice most of the time. The one that has had more games that I've been more interested has actually been xCloud more than GFN. So I still don't play on xCloud, but if I were to choose one on games, I wouldn't even choose GFN personally. I think xCloud's just been a lot better with that. So it'll be interesting to see how this continues to evolve. I think if we're looking at it from Stadia's point of view, I think the whole setting up to where now it's going to be easier to get the games ported over onto Stadia, that's something that we know Google's been working on. They announced it themselves. And I think that's why I'm here wanting to give this time, because you might see these games come out lots and lots quicker, guys. Lots and lots quicker. And I think that's something to be excited for, but we just got to give it a little bit more time, you know. Clive says, don't Rainway manage the xCloud stream. Always thought it was odd it was not in-house. I haven't heard about that. I've had intimate knowledge of how xCloud works for like a long time, and it's not impressive. When I heard about the custom hardware, which I didn't hear about because I stopped asking once xCloud upgraded, you know, like 4 months ago, like 4 or 5, like whenever it was, I kind of stopped asking about what was going on inside. But yeah, I'm not sure, Clive. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I know they are working on that codec, and I don't think any xCloud information I don't think I need to keep that to myself. And I don't think I'm going to get anybody in trouble because you guys don't even know where that information. But anyways, GFN making moves is good for everyone, Earl says. Competition pushes everyone to be better. Video games are life, vamos. I'm with you on that. That's one thing I'm going to say for sure, guys. A cloud gaming service right now, because especially this year, anybody making any moves is huge for cloud gaming as a whole. Because in my mind, the thing that I want to see is more acceptance, more people excited to try cloud, more people like, whoa, this is cool. And I don't really care in what form that comes in. For me, the thing I've always said is get this in the hands of more people in different countries that are actually going to appreciate the cloud more. Once those people are on board and you start to see those numbers, more games come out consistently because the numbers are now there and these publishers can justify it. Then at that point, you know, you'll start to see more people on the more like skeptical side be like, oh, like all these people around the world are enjoying it, let me see what it's about. So that's kind of where I've been. So any sort of advancements, anything from anybody, it's always good to see. Zulu says, so far from the Stadia Makers program, I've been enjoying Foreclosed and Grime on Stadia, still waiting on Death Carnival to release. Yes, Zulu, I'm with you on that. I don't know what's going on. I predict Death Carnival to come out every month, just a random guess, because I'm just like, the game's been in development for so long. Man, I hope it comes out at some point. But yeah, those are some excellent games. Ted says Stadia is still a very young platform. Yep, 2 years when the first Xbox came out. When the first Xbox came out, how many games were on it? That's something that a lot of people definitely overlook. Like they overlook that. They're disappointed. It's weird because I feel like maybe it's just because it's within our community, and the Stadia community is just a little bigger, at least the ones that are vocal, and there's an actual built-in community. But that's something that a lot of people, you know, don't realize. And I keep saying this, you know, cloud gaming is just a 2-3% market right now. So, you know, it's going to take time for it to really build up. Like a lot of people accept it and use it as an actual, and take it serious as a gaming medium. And when you start to see that number grow, and it's going to grow. I'd say, honestly, I don't think it's going to grow as big as some people think, like as fast, I should say. Let me reword that. It's not going to grow as fast as some people think. It's going to be huge, massive. It's going to be massive. In the years ahead, it's going to be massive. And I would definitely predict it's going to be the majority of way we're all gaming. But I think where the debate happens is the speed of which that's going to happen. And I think we're very many years away from it happening where cloud gaming takes over. But in that meantime, you're going to see as it continuously grows, the tech gets better. Internet continues to get better to where there's just no doubts. Like people with the most ridiculously bad setup will even still have this thing work really well. You'll start to see more publishers jump on board. You'll start to see the money being there. And you're going to see this just take off more and more. And you're going to see it with Amazon Luna. You'll see it with Stadia. And you'll see it with all these services. But if you're somebody that's just a cloud gamer right now, I hate to say it. This is hard for me to say because I hope I'm not like breaking anyone's feelings. But you're not going to get what you want right now. There's no service. If you subscribe to one service right now, you're not going to get everything you want yet. It's just not there. The numbers aren't there yet for the publishers and developers to go just all in just yet. We still need a little bit of more cooking in the oven as a whole. This isn't just specific to just Stadia, guys. This is as a whole. Like, it still takes time. That's why Amazon Luna is sitting there. Like, I picture Amazon Luna as like the creepy stalker, just like right outside the building, like looking in the corner, just like looking up, like just being all creepy, like, and they're just kind of like twiddling their thumbs, like, you know, like that's kind of how I picture Luna. Like, they're like ready to get in there and be like, jump in and say hi to everybody at the party, but they're just kind of like sitting back going, nah, we're gonna take a step back. We're not ready to just come out yet, because why? There's only 3% of the market. There's no point. Every time I come back to Stadia, it runs like a dream. You even have lobbies for games before you've even started the game. Everything just runs so smooth. Too bad they got assassinated. You mean through the media? Yeah, man. Again, Stadia works amazing. I'm with you on that. Stadia feels like local hardware to me. It does to me as well. It's why I've been sold myself on cloud gaming. If it wasn't for Stadia, this channel wouldn't exist, because I wouldn't have been sold, because I wasn't sold on cloud gaming. And then I tried Stadia, and Stadia sold me, and it still does to this day. So I will be shocked if the Xbox and PS5 are not the last consoles. They're not. You're going to be shocked then. You're going to be shocked, Stuart. We're going to see more consoles. We're going to see more consoles. Trust me. Trust me on that. If xCloud can get a little better performance-wise, it would be a no-brainer when it comes to cloud gaming. See, even then though, I kind of need some commitment from Phil. From the Phil over there, because I need a little bit more love. I need a little more, like, this isn't just our special demo, you know. I think it'll get there. I think what they're doing is they're wanting to sell their boxes right now. They don't want to tell you, hey guys, this xCloud stuff runs pretty decent. Please just jump onto this. Don't buy our consoles anymore. They don't want to do that. So right now, they're still a console maker first. Once they start to evolve a little bit over like the next, it's going to take a while, by the way, like 5 years. Once that starts to happen, then I feel like I can start to take them a little more serious as well. We'll see what happens though. We'll see. Like, I know from what I understand, they are making a cloud only game, right? So if they get that on board and then they really start to push their cloud stuff, I could really see them making some noise, but that would be many years down the road still. And I think it would take them until that point. I think it might actually take, to get the current mainstream set of people, like the gamers who have been gaming on consoles since we were children, since before even I was born, and people were playing on some weird Atari CVS game. I don't even know what these systems were called. To start transitioning these people to get away from their Blu-rays and their DVD gaming and to get into the cloud, I mean, it's going to take something monumental to like just make a shift overnight. And the only way I think to get that shift would be a cloud only game. I really do. I think that would be the biggest shift to make, because you could sell people on the performance and the convenience of cloud gaming all day, but they are just still under this impression that like somehow playing in the cloud and missing like, you know, 40 milliseconds is going to keep them from like beating a level. Like they'll blame it on that. Like there's still this like mental barrier, and I admit I was on that train back in 2019, early 2019, before I even knew Stadia existed, when all I knew was GeForce Now, or whatever GeForce Beta it was, whatever it was called. I was in that camp, and I said, this is how I know this is what's happening, because I used to be in that camp that was not convinced. And then I got a hold on Stadia, and I said, wow, this isn't 5 years from now. That's what I would say. By the way, that's what I still hear today. I would say this is, I now say this is here now, ready to go. This thing's freaking amazing right now. And this is crazy good right now. So, yo, Janik, how's it going? Hey, Sunny and everyone, just poking my head in my work break. Hope we get Halloween sale soon. Yo, I would like to see a Halloween sale as well. Epic Games start this week. Good stuff. I think that's a good one, Janik. Hopefully we do see a Halloween sale. Purpose of Time says xCloud needs to be a lot more than a bit more better. Even the upgrade doesn't compare to Stadia. Do you think Lost Judgment will come to Stadia? Playing Judgment is such a cool game. I know a lot of people really want to see Lost Judgment. I hope we see it. I don't know if it's going to come. I couldn't even guess with you, my man. Hopefully it's just something that Google's worked out and we get to see something like that. Hi, Sonny. Do you think Stadia will drop another big name AAA game by the end of the year? You mean like a AAA game that we don't know of? For me to answer that question, I would need to know what AAA games are still coming out because I only pay attention, I fully admit, I only pay attention to the cloud gaming space. I know Guardians of the Galaxy, but I mean, that game, I don't know about that one. I don't think that one's coming to Stadia. So I'd have to know, like, we already know Battlefield's not coming to Stadia, at least not this year if it's coming. So it's one of those where I kind of need to know which AAA games are coming and then look at it and be like, maybe that could come, maybe not. So I would guess, outside of the ones that we know about, I don't know if a surprise. I don't think a surprise, unless we're talking about an old AAA game, then maybe. I could definitely see a surprise in that category, yes. Sunny Cloud Discord, thank you for that, Earl. Being the champ has many challengers. To stay on top, you can't rest on your laurels or you won't be the champ anymore. I do like the idea of Stadia expanding to India, since that foreign video game and that's the market that I want to see Stadia in the most. And I think that's the market where you will see the most commotion within the cloud gaming space. And the one that I think gets there and really gets to the masses in that country is one that's, in my opinion, going to really take off with their service. And from what I've understood, Google has been laying down lines down there for quite some time. And I had heard that India was supposed to be released. It's even in an article, which I didn't even, somebody linked this article to me like a month ago on this live stream. They linked the article where it said that the plan was to get India released. I didn't even know this existed in an article. This year, 2021, we were supposed to see this article, or I'm sorry, we were supposed to see the release of India this year. I had heard last year from inside sources that India was supposed to come this year, but I feel like we're getting closer to the end and there's been no word in sight. So now I'm kind of doubting it now. So I hope that it's just a bit of a delay and you're going to see Stadia have India. And when it hits India, that's going to be huge. So we'll see if that still happens. Thanks, Sonny. I'm a long-time listener, first-time typer, but yeah, it's the, okay. Gotcha. You're a first-time typer. I love it. But yeah, it's the no updates. Essentially, my console's a dongle. How hasn't this taken off? I don't know. I think I said that at the beginning of the stream. I have no idea. It's just, well, I mean, that's not true. I have an idea. It's just a mixture of so many different things. There's not one thing to pinpoint as to why it just hasn't taken off. It's a lot of little things. I could literally, like, it's a whole video. It's a whole article. It's like almost a whole mini book, and I can go on why every single thing that has happened from OnLive to GeForce Now to xCloud to Stadia, why cloud gaming, I could literally write a book on it. It's just so many things. It's insane. Don't hurt the feelings. Andy says, what's up, Sonny? I finally got Red Dead 2 on sale for Stadia, and it's absolutely amazing. That's awesome, Andy. Did you get the game because of my recommendation? Played it on Chromecast, iPad, and phone, and it ran amazing on all three. That's awesome, Andy, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I hope you got it off my recommendation. What's up, Bulls for Life? Are you excited for the season? This week, I'm so excited, my man, especially after the Bears lost today. Sonny, you're so right. You're so right. Love cloud gaming, but needed more, so started using GeForce Now for Apex and Luna too, but they are lurking. That's awesome, Cool Breeze. Hey, man, I hear you, my man. If you're an exclusive cloud gamer right now, I think it benefits you to have several services. If you're only getting one service, pick where the games are, what you need, or what performance you want. For me, that's still Stadia. I have really not played on anything other than testing purposes. I've hopped in a little bit of GFN, tested it, just to test it out, see how it's going. Hopped a little bit on xCloud the other day, and I gave you guys my thoughts on that. So Stadia is still where it's at for me personally. Stadia, when it plays in 4K, is amazing. Playing Judgment, even though the game is a few years old, feels next gen, and we love it. Yep, I'm with you on that, Nuka. If you subscribe to all the services, you still won't get every game you want, but you will have more games than you know what to do with. Good point, Chris. And that's literally my point to this whole argument. See, that's the thing. Like, And listen, I just want to say for the record, I'm not taking shots at anybody. If you come to me and you say, you know, Sonny, and this has happened a lot the last like 5 months, Sonny, I'm not using Stadia anymore because it doesn't have the games I want. And I don't know if people expect me to give them kind of like a reaction like, well, shame on you or something. No, like not at all. Like I totally get it. I don't blame you at all. And again, it's just one of those things. It's not necessarily just one service, you know. They all really don't have all the games just yet, but I do think that's going to change. It's just going to take some time. It's just going to take time as all these tools to get games over onto a service gets better, as the internet gets better, as the access gets better. They're all working towards that access as well. They're all expanding in some way. It's just so, it's fun to see. At the same time, it does feel slow for us gamers because we see a new game release. We see, you know, Battlefield 2042 come out and it's like not on any cloud service. And we go, well, what the heck, man? We really want to play this. You know, we're not seeing that, you know, or you see a different game that you really want and you're just bummed out. And I totally get that frustration. So no, I hope no one takes it as a shot just because I'm like, you know, I just hope no one's taking this as me lecturing anybody. It's just me kind of explaining in my mind why this stuff is happening. I use Stadia. Igor says, I use Stadia. It's just perfect. No problems. Just need more crossplay to play with PC friends. I'm confident in the platform of Google usually expands slowly. Just afraid others get players first. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry necessarily about, you know, players hopping on something first. I would actually see that as a positive. If you start to see people using Amazon Luna or because right now I think the biggest battle is actually not the current crop of cloud gamers jumping somewhere else, or even it's actually getting people to try cloud gaming and know of its existence. So at this point, I take expansion from even anybody kind of a win. You know, I know a lot of people have been wanting Brazil, and I think GeForce Now is, you know, they're in Brazil now. So I think all that stuff's a good thing. It opens up the possibilities because when the new game comes in town and they're used to one certain service, like if people are used to GeForce Now and then Stadia comes in, and then people who are cloud gamers who have been trying GeForce Now go, shoot, Stadia's here, let's try this. And then if Stadia impresses, well, then there you go. Or it could be Amazon Luna that expands, and then you guys are you know, shocked at how good Luna works. You know, like it's all a good thing in my eyes. How long have I been streaming, guys? Because we do need to give away. Sorry, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Sorry, guys, I'm like all up in the camera. I apologize. This light has been too bright and I've been struggling a little bit. I have to like lower it. These lights are usually fine for me, but this light's been killing me all stream. We still have a little bit though before I give this giveaway. About 20 minutes, guys. Get ready in the next 20 minutes. So have you tried running Stadia on Xbox since the news update? It has the full Edge browser. I have not tried it yet. I've been really lazy to set up my Xbox. I have an Xbox Series X that my brother uses exclusively. I've only used it for like 10 minutes. I've never used it and I still need to get on there, so I do need to try it. Console sold at a loss for the lock-in. They just need a way to get to the lock-in, plus having to build and sell hardware for little profit. Yep. I mean, guys, we can go over the millions of positives. You guys know because you're in here on my channel talking with me. You guys know the millions of positives cloud gaming brings. I mean, no upfront cost on hardware. Like, that's huge. That's massive. That's why cloud gaming is going to take off a lot more in all these other countries where they're primarily mobile gamers and they've wanted to play AAA games. Now, this isn't like it's going to happen overnight. Like if Stadia ends up getting into India, like let's say tomorrow Stadia announces, okay, we have full access. You now can launch Stadia in like a beta in the entire country. You're not going to all of a sudden see overnight that it's just like, oh my God, there's like millions and millions of people. But what you're going to see is people going, wait a second, all these like games that, you know, these people in the EU and these people in North America have been getting, we can now have access. Okay, let's try this out. Okay, this works really good. Wait a second, I don't need a game controller. I can use just a touchpad, or if they're using a TV, they can just use the new bridge mode. Like all these different things are gonna really, like, it's gonna be this gradual build and it's gonna be awesome to see, but it's definitely gonna be something just growing. Nuka says more games using Stream Connect would definitely help make Stadia more appealing. Love the feature. I think that is one of those that I absolutely want to continuously see on any shooter game. So like XDefiant, I know those are PvP games. But I would absolutely agree with you. I would love to see those features continually come out in more games, because it's Stream Connect is one of those that's very underrated, in my opinion. It's a very underrated feature. If Phil says Stadia is in the main threat more than PS, then that says a lot. Yes, and to my, I bet if you were to still ask him this question, I don't know if he would say necessarily the same threats or how he would phrase it, but he would tell you still that cloud gaming is still absolutely the future and something to watch out for. So I'm with you on that. Hold on, guys. Where am I on my stream? I think I lost complete and utter control of where I was. WC says the Bulls look great. I lost complete control of where I was on the chat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump around a little bit, guys. So if I miss one of your messages, just repeat yourself. Rosenthal says he bought Life is Strange and Far Cry 6 for the Premier Bundle and loving it, both of them. I bought Far Cry 5, but couldn't get it into it. Pleasantly surprised by 6. That's awesome, my man. Glad you're enjoying it. My first oh my god moment was playing CP 2077 on Stadia and reading what would have happened to me if I tried playing CP on my PS4. Yep. That's actually how a lot of gamers converted over, and I think you guys are gonna see, what I should say is I think it's gonna take something like that to see a little bit of burst again in more cloud gamers, and I think it's gonna happen more and more for sure, because I mean they're starting to move on from the old gen little by little. Randy says, I use Stadia and Xbox. I also have Luna and Sony, and that's the beauty of options. If one doesn't have something, then I use my other option, but Stadia is my main. That's awesome, Randy. And I couldn't agree more with Randy on that one. I mean, that's the truth. If you're able to hop on, you're going to get everything you want, you know? And I personally, like, I have my favorites, but I encourage you guys, if there's something missing and you're just unhappy, you know, don't, or at least try not to throw all that negative angst. Just say, hey, let me go try the game somewhere else and just give it a shot and see if you like it. That's all I can say. Yo, Chuck, hey, Sonny, Becky, and I will say hello. Quick question, is Far Cry 6 crossplay with other platforms? It is not crossplay with other platforms. No, not that I'm aware of. On PC, Stadia, by the way, what's up to you? What's up to you, Chuck, and your wife as well? Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the questions. On PC, Stadia Enhanced looks good at 1080p, especially with hardware acceleration on. Yeah, man, the that thing has been really working out. Stadia Enhanced has been really working out for a lot of gamers, and I don't use it myself because I try to keep everything as close to native, so I'm not fooling anybody into, like, you know, wait, my Stadia game didn't look like this. Sonny, why are you trying to sell me a bill of goods? So I don't use any of that stuff, but I love that stuff has been really taken off. So like Stadia Enhanced. So if you guys haven't tried Stadia Enhanced, Google that and add it. Internet is India, and India is amazing and cheap. Yep. PS Now asks you to enable a hardware acceleration when it first starts up. Isaiah says cloud gaming is a great way to get into high-end gaming, as no need to purchase a GPU and CPU and the related hardware. That's correct, Azazi. You nailed it. You nailed it. That's my point. Stadia Enhanced actually looks like the res that it is, that feature that needs to be available on the CCU. Google needs to work that out. I mean, that tends to happen, man. That tends to happen with like things like games where like some indie, like, or the modders will work a game out and it'll make it work better. Kind of what's happening with that Stadia Enhanced, where it just makes the games look a little visually better. It just is what it is. Sonny, when you're not gaming on Stadia, what service is your number 2 service? It's just mostly Stadia. Azazi. Yeah, man. I'm just like all Stadia, but listen, it's just my preferred way of playing. Like, I feel bad saying that. Listen, I like the other services. I really do. I like Luna. Luna to me is close, because the thing that I like about Stadia is the fact that you just game really quickly. You're in and out. I just talked about it earlier in the stream. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a normal job. And then now I've been learning to be a dog trainer for the last like 3 months. And I've been going really hard at that as well. So when I don't have time to update games. I don't have time to download games. I don't have time to mess with logins, so that's kind of like a little dig at GeForce Now's UI, because I do like GeForce Now. I do like Luna. I like even xCloud a little more, and I even like PS Now. I like them all, and I'll use them if there's just a game that I want to play so badly Like, I have no problems hopping in there, and I don't feel any like negative feelings, with the exception of when I'm having to log into GFN, because that really drives me nuts. But outside of that, like, there's no negative feelings when I hop onto another service. I'm subscribed to most of them. xCloud, I just renewed again, but I was off of it for like 3 months. Luna, I had just subscribed to it again, because again, I told you guys earlier, I have to go back and I have to test things, make sure things are still working, test out some game quickly for a video so I can talk about it. So for me, Stadia is where it's at, just because it's just so easy. You just click the play button, you're in, the game loads, you're playing, and that's that. Luna kind of gives me that same thing, but Luna just doesn't have games that I care about typically. And then, you know, just going down the list, I did like Shadow for a while, but then Shadows just kind of have all sorts of issues going on. And then at the same time, Shadow, you're having to worry. It's like having another computer. So now you're having to worry about updates and drivers, and you're having to download your stuff. So I lose interest in Shadow as well. So for me, Stadia, it's where it's at. I mean, I'm just being honest with you guys. Crywolf says it's a big win for our planet. Less resources, uses less waste with every new console generation, less noise in the room. I made a video on that, and I wish that video would have taken off a little more. But yes, I agree. Cloud gaming is definitely better for the environment. One of those overlooked things that people don't talk about. Uncanny says Cyberpunk is no doubt the most purchased game on Stadia. Yes, 1000%. Free Horizon says it's one thing to be anti-Stadia, but being anti-cloud gaming makes no sense. There's a ton of people anti-cloud gaming, but a lot of the ire of that goes specifically to Stadia, because Stadia has been the one that's been first in front with the cloud gaming. Xbox has treated xCloud like it's this like stepsister, redheaded stepsister that you could pay attention when you want to, but don't pay any attention to this. You don't really have to, but if you want to check her out, like, she's cool. That's probably a terrible comparison, but you guys know what I mean. So like xCloud's been slowly like doing their thing. So it's just, I'm with you 1000%. It makes no sense. Yeah, because not even the digital argument makes sense, where people go, well, you don't own your games if you're cloud gaming on, you know, whatever. And it's like, wait, you don't own any of your games. If you buy a game, even if you buy a CD, if you go to GameStop and you buy a CD or you buy a cartridge from Nintendo, you still don't own technically that game. You have a license to play that game. There's a difference. The servers can still shut down. So it just is what it is. Stadia is following me around the house. Lamont having a heart attack over there. My man Lamont. By the way, what happened with the merch stuff, Lamont? My man, get with me on that. Yo, Michael, take care, my man. Thank you for hanging out with me. Moving to the lingerie room. What's Lamont? What are you going on about right now? Moving to the pantry. Okay. Somebody go help Lamont. Last week, Lamont, all your students were watching my stream. They must not be watching the stream today. Otherwise, they're going to think you're a little weird, my man. Hey, Sonny, what gaming keyboard and mouse do you recommend for my iPad Pro? You might have to ask me that on Discord. I have a really good wireless keyboard, mechanical keyboard that I didn't spend a lot of money on. It's really good. And then the same thing for the mouse. I would just recommend this one. It's the G502. That's what I have here. This mouse is pretty good, but there's a wireless version of it. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. I messed up my chat. Give me a second. Oh, boy. Hold on. I messed up my stream. I'm still online, right? Okay. Hopefully, I don't know if I just went offline or not. Hopefully, I'm still here. Hopefully, I'm back. Something happened. I accidentally clicked off. But anyways, hopefully that answered your question. Let me keep going. GFN game list looks great and makes me want to play. Even with enhanced, Stadia library doesn't look as enticing. I hear you, Chris. I mean, give GFN a try. There's a free version of it. Stadia is like the girl next door. Yeah. Cloudbuster says Shield has a great AI upscaler already. Looks super crisp when upscaling 1080p, but for me in 4K. You can actually use that NVIDIA Shield TV, by the way, and use it with Stadia, which is really nice. To be fair, if you buy games on GOG, you are pretty close to owning it. Mike says failing that Stadia could change the Imagine sharpening server side. Oh, the image. Are you talking about the image, Mike? Yeah. By the way, the thing with GOG is I don't think a lot of people buy GOG, but I think it's a great way to buy games. You didn't go anywhere? Okay, good. Oh, good, Sonny. You stayed out. Okay, yeah, I clicked off my page. All right, guys. You guys ready for this giveaway? I finally caught up to the chat. We're about to hit the 130 mark. Exclamation raffle in the chat, guys. Let's do this. Let's do this giveaway. If you already exclamation raffle, don't do it again. If you win today's giveaway, you have to hop in our Discord and you have to message Granite. Keep that in mind. If you're the winner of today's giveaway, have to message Granite. We are giving away the game Paw Patrol Mighty Pups Save Adventure Bay. That's the game we're giving out today. This is a game on Stadia. Oh boy, that was tough. Exclamation raffle. Let's start to put on some good music. Let's give this away because we're going to give you guys about a minute to enter in this giveaway. Tomorrow, guys, we are going to be, or tomorrow, next week, we're going to be back on schedule with our streams every Saturday, hanging out with you guys. And in 2 weeks, we're doing please join me, guys. Get your DBD skills up because we're going to do a Halloween stream. We're going to play some DBD all stream. And I'm really good at the game. So I'm going to kill the crap out of you guys. And we're going to do another giveaway where it's going to be contingent on you guys having to escape. So we'll do maybe potentially 4 giveaways. For sure, we'll do 3 giveaways. But we got some giveaways coming out in 2 weeks. So Halloween stream is going to be a special event. Should be a lot of fun. We're going to do some DVD where I play with you guys. So practice your skills on Dead by Daylight on Stadia. All right, let me see. Which song is good? Well, we get this giveaway set up. Oh, this is the old school song. Let me put this one. I used to dance to that one last year. No, this isn't it, is it? No, this isn't it either. We'll just go with this song. There we go. Put a little louder as we do this last giveaway. Let's see who the winner is going to be on the sunny. Wait, what is it? The price is sunny. I can never get the name right. The price is sunny today. I'm wearing a sunny outfit, Lamont. That's awesome. Uncanny says that's the greatest game. Free Horizon says one knock I do have against Stadia is that for really pretty games like PGA, there's definitely less graphical fidelity compared to the gaming rig. For most other games, totally fine though. I hear you on that, my man. I hear you. All right, guys. You guys ready? Let's do this giveaway. Let's go. All right, we're going to close the entries. If you are today's winner, you have to message in the chat. So I just stopped it. And our first winner on The Price is Sunny is Ja Johnson. Come on down. You're the winner on The Price is Sunny today. Are you here, Ja Johnson? We're going to give Ja Johnson about a minute. And if he is the winner today, he's going to have to message in the chat and say, what's up to the crowd? What's up to the peeps? To the cloud gamers out there. This song is so good. Like, it's just got this good little beat. It's so good. Right there. Right here. You hear that? That's good. This has to be my favorite song out of these free songs. Oh, Ja is not answering. Let's give him 10 seconds. 10. Oh, and there he is. He answered. Congratulations to Ja. He's our winner today. Let's go. Congratulations to Ja. You are a winner today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's been a lot of fun. I will catch you guys next week. Ja, make sure you hop in the Discord and you message Granite the mod for your key. Your key will be giving out in the days ahead. Guys, get ready. Another stream next Saturday. And then the week after that, we got our big Halloween stream. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good week. This week's going to be a big one. Get ready for it. We're going to have a lot of fun this week. We're going to have a lot to talk about next Saturday. Come back to this stream because we have a lot to talk about next Saturday. A lot to talk about. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Let's go.